Hi everybody and welcome back to another episode of Empyrion Galactic Empire. Yep, and we're building our first hovercraft. What we need now is a generator. Now we've got to make sure that we use the right type of generator. So we don't use the right type of generator, because if we use a base generator we won't be able to do it. So placeable is where it says SVHV, so this is what we want. So you are right, Spoon, it does look more like a gyroscope, and it works more like a gyroscope than it does a reaction control system. So 2 control devices, three electronics. I can guarantee it's going to want 1 computer, so we have to build 1 computer again. So what do we want for a computer? 2 electronics. We'll build a computer. So we're going to put a stop to that because we only want 1. Okay, and we'll now put that on. Okay, and then we want 2 control devices again, and we want 3 electronics, and we want metal components, metal plates. And we want metal components, and then we can build one of these. Not sure if I use Streambot. What Streambot? No, I use Wizbot, and I use moderators. And welcome to the channel, Baggy. Is it Baggy? Baggy? There's our generator. Now I also know that we need a fuel tank, so again this is making sure that we use the right fuel tank, because CVBA, that's no good for us. SVHV, that is the one that we want. So we want 3 electronics, we want 3 metal components, and we want 2 cables, and then we want the fuel tank. Now that's all we need, bar the thrusters. Now the thrusters, we need 4 motors. Okay, so there's our fuel tank. Okay, now we've got 4 motors. Because we're on a hovercraft, we're not going to go up, we don't need to go down, so we know we need to go forward, backwards, left and right. So we want 4 of those. So we want 6, 12, 24 electronics. Oh my god, this is going to kill me. 1, 2, 3, 5, 10, 15, 20 metal components. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And 3, 6, 9, 12 cables. And then we want 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then that is our hovercraft built. Yeah, so I won't be using that spoon because I don't like having fake views. Every view that I have in the channel, I want it to be a real person watching, not a bot. So I won't use it. I have loyalty in my fans, so my fans expect me not to cheat and stuff like that. I don't know why people use them. You know, if they've got to get their channel up by cheating, then it's not worth watching. That's my opinion anyway. Why would I want to do it to another channel though, Spoon? Right, hopefully we've got enough now to get these 4 thrusters. Because even though it says this is a secondary device, the problem being is, if you don't put them on, you can't go anywhere. That's 2 pipes, 5, so we need 10 pipes. How many do we get? Oh my god. Metal plates 2. Oh, you kidding me? Right, so we're gonna take those 3, so hopefully when we get back they'll be done. Well, I think if you've got loyal fans and you know someone is trying to ruin your stream, your loyal fans will actually defend you. So there's a front thruster. Okay, and now we're going to put in a side thruster. Now this is the interesting bit, because we need a fuel tank. Okay, so we're going to put the fuel tank there. Then we're going to put the generator here. Doesn't really matter if it stands up right there. And then we're going to put the back thruster on. Okay, which is there. And then we need the left and right thrusters on, and we need some more of those square thingies. Right. So we've got 2 more thrusters, so that's good. Now we need some more building blocks, which is going to be 4 of those. I'll go 6 just in case. And I want the remove and repair tool. Now obviously this is a very, very, very simple ship, okay? Right, so we need to put this thruster in. And that's going to be that one. And that one's going to be that one. And then we're going to have that one and that one. So there you go. That is said thruster. That is the basic, the minimum you'll need to get a hovercraft off the ground. So I'm just going to show you that. We're going to want to also build a base for it. So we now go into the cockpit. When we press P, you can see that we've got the cockpit, the core, the fuel tank, generator, the hover engine, the RCS, and 4 directional thrusters. So it tells you the armor is 60, energy is 10 kilowatts, hit points is 150, mass is 160, placeable SVHV, placement cockpit size is 335, info required on every vessel for piloting. Okay, so we've got no good news there. Except what we're going to do is we're going to get some fuel, and then we're going to end the episode there, because that just shows you how to quickly make the info. Now we're going to take half of these. Okay. Oh no, we'll just do 30-minute episodes. And so what we do now is we open the fuel, put the fuel in, and well, welcome to the channel. So we've now got the fuel in. You can see the fuel is going. You can see none of these are working yet, and you're wondering, well, when everybody's building, they said that they can't see any of the hover. Now, so what you do is you put the P on, yeah, and you put the power on. Okay. I think public is on and off. Okay, and now you can move around. Look, you can go way, and you can go forward and backward, but you can't go up and down. Okay, you can go up and down on the ground, but what you need to do is your hover height is set to 0.80 meters. So you press the space bar, you make sure you have it at 3 meters. Okay, and in that way you will miss all bumps and bruises and stuff like that. Yeah, right. And you can also, yeah, go and park it on your base as well. But don't forget, it's 3 meters from where it is. So it's got to be. We take out. We can show you better. Right? Is that if the land is curved, yeah, your ship will curve. Now, this has only got one hover. Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to leave our power on there like that. So we're going to leave it hovering. We're not worried about the power, and we're going to shove just here. Right, we're going to shove an extra hover. Okay, if we've got enough bits to make it. Now the reason we're going to be doing this is because we've only got hover at the front end. So it's like riding a bike with one wheel. You've only got the front wheel. Even though it's okay, we always like to make sure that we've got a secondary backup, which is the backup of the hover thing. So you can see that these aren't really that expensive. Well, they are. They're 2 motors. So we're going to see how much a motor costs. 2 metal components, 3 cables, and we've got a motor. So how many motors did we need? 2 motors. So we need 2 motors. So there's a motor there. So the other thing is what we need. 2 metal components. Okay, so there's 1. So 2 metal components, 3 cables, 1 electronic, 1 motor. Now don't forget, always keep an eye on your food and oxygen. If you're starting off on Aqua, you don't need to worry about oxygen, just take helmet off. You don't need to worry about it if you fall in the water. So we've got 2 motors, so we need 3 electronics, we need 8 metal components, we need 3 cables, we need 5 pipes. Now, do be prepared that when you build your first hovercraft, you are going to lose it. Okay, there's not going to be any other way to say it. You're just going to lose it. Okay. Now, the other thing that you can put on it is a spotlight cube. Okay, this is really good. So we're going to put one of those on. So we're going to put metal plates, and a glass plate, and then we're going to have a spotlight cube. This is just so you've got a little bit of light for when you're driving forward if you get caught out in the darkness. Okay, so we've got one of those. And we still haven't got our hover thing. 5 pipes. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And what else is it? 8 metal components. So 2, 6. Yeah. So we should have enough for this hover engine now. Yes, there we go. Okay, so we're out of there. as you can see, your hovercraft has sank down. Okay, so you need to get into the engine, make sure it's at 3 meters, get back out, yeah, and then you could quite easily put in your second hover engine. Okay, so that will now give you a balanced hover. Okay, that's like you've got a front wheel and you've got a back wheel. Okay, and now, like I said, for the spotlight, yeah, we can just put our spotlight, if we can get the spotlight there, and we just have, I think is that the way? There we go, the spotlight there. So you got a little light in front of you because obviously you can't see in the flipping dark. Right, so we then get on it, and then look, yay, we got a hovercraft. Right, now don't forget to always make sure before you go out your food is up, your health is reasonable, and your oxygen is up as well. Now when we go over, I think, water, yeah, it used to be a little bit buggy, but it seems to be fixed now. Now be very careful when you do this, when you drive around and stuff like that, yeah, because you're going to say, oh yeah, I've got a vehicle, I can go anywhere. Don't forget, you've got bad guys that are going to come in to you and they're going to flipping well shoot you, and you've got no protection on this hovercraft yet, so this is going to be the first one that you can possibly lose. So we're now going to go and have a look around, and we want to go over to this part here, the cobalt. We don't need cobalt, but we're going to go over to that way because that is a way that it's kind of facing, so we're going over this way. Don't forget, you've got power usage. So the more that you use it, the more it's going to be used up. So you can see the cobalt over there, and we've found another cobalt resource. So before you move on, you can see you got another one, yeah. Now I try not to get too close to them to start off with, because I want to have a look at where my others are. I'll try to get near enough as possible. Now don't forget, you can go up mountains and everything like that. You can go anywhere you like on hovercraft. They seem to have fixed a lot of it. But what we're looking for is mainly iron. We want iron to start off with. So we're gonna slightly go over this way. So we're in between them. Right, okay, so we've found a copper. So where are we on the copper? So we found copper over there, so that's okay. So we're still going to go over here, having a look. We've been roughly going east. Keeping our eyes out for any buildings. Because what you don't want is to be caught unawares. We're just travelling generally east at the moment. There we go, so we've found a silicon. We'll carry on there. Towards the east. Okay, we've got another copper there, and we've got iron. Now that is what we were looking for. So if we look here on the map now, we can see that we're quite a ways around the planet, and we're quite far off. So we've got one iron ore there. Now iron is what we basically need to build the base with. I don't know what we need copper for. And so we're going to go towards this iron, and like I said, you can go sideways up a mountain as well if you wanted to. Not recommended. Whoops. Now what I like to do is make sure, we can't really see out the windows here, is we hop out and you see where the iron is. Make sure you got your rifle on, and make sure that there's around there that there's nothing moving. There's no drones. So what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, is we're going to leave it here for this episode, and then we'll get back in. We'll carry on going round, seeing what we can see and stuff like that. We're going to go and drill some copper, some iron ore, and then we will be back. So we'll see you in a few minutes. Have fun, stay safe, and we'll see you on about.